Taylor Hollander, thank you for taking the time and welcome to the United States Air Force Academy, the new women's tennis coach. Why did you want to come here and coach tennis?
Well, why not? Why wouldn't I want to come here? I mean, fly, fight, win. You guys got to have amazing morals and integrity, service before self. I just really appreciate everything they stood for, and it's a dream come true to have this be in this position and inherit this team. I think it's great that they decide to come here and not only play tennis, but also serve for the United States Air Force 5 years after. So, yeah.
Take me a little bit, maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, your past, where you come from, and why you wanted to be, head coach of a Division I tennis team.
Well, I come from Florida, so crazy state, perfect for playing tennis day in and day out. But it was high-level tennis where I played, and I was just kind of one of the kids that hung out at the courts all the time. It was the first thing I did after school. Played tournaments every single weekend, so I went to Binghamton University. It was a little cold for me. Transferred back to University of North Florida, and I had a great head coach. Her name was Audra Cohen, and throughout my time there, I developed as a player and a person, and it just made me want to go into coaching. I was in a psychology major at the time, so I figured what better way to help people and give back to my sport than through coaching. So Division I is where I wanted to be, and head coaching is what I've been climbing the ladder for, and now I'm finally here. So
yeah, it's fantastic. You were taking the place of Kim Gidley, who retired, a legend in her own right. Does that put pressure on you, or how do you look at it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, big shoes to fill. Coach Gidley was here for a very long time. She's got amazing connections. She's built this program. She had her alumni adore her. They want to come back. They're going to celebrate her around December. We're still finalizing some dates, but I mean, yeah, I was excited. I've enjoyed coaching against Coach Gidley for some time now. I've run into her the past 2 years at Colorado State, and coming to the Bedford Cup for one, she put on an amazing tournament. She made it so unique. So I wasn't as nervous about getting the job as running that tournament, honestly, because she did such a great job. Last year she had jumpers come out and just the live falcons. It's just a unique experience, and yeah, big shoes to fill, but I'm just taking it day by day and focusing on the players I have. So
let's talk about your players. We'll get to the Bedford in a minute, but your assessment, what you've seen so far. I know you've only been here basically a couple of months, but your assessment.
So I think they're extremely hard workers. They've got grit. From top to bottom. We've hit some, in the dorms, everyone's close in proximity. So we've had some players that are a little sick and under weather here and there, but they still show up every single day and give what they can, of course, if they can. But we're in a development phase, definitely. They're getting a whole new type of coaching style. I love to mix in a lot of conditioning. It's what I've come from. And yeah, it's just a totally, they're buying in, but I do think they're a bit more sore than they would realize they would be at this point in season, and we're just taking it day by day. So
conditioning's big for you. What's your philosophy? Like, how do you look at it? As a former successful player, sometimes it doesn't translate into the coaching, but you're being successful coaching. So what are your maybe couple things that you try and teach your players?
I tell them to find a way. I think there's always a way. Our sport is kind of, it's not black and white like other sports. In football, you just kind of know maybe this team might crush this team. I think anybody can win. It's a lot about heart. That was just kind of the principle. We were, talent beats, hard work beats talent unless talent works hard. So I really think with whatever we have, we're going to find a way. And if that's staying out there longer than everyone through conditioning, being able to outlast, then that's what we're going to do. If we're going to be mentally tougher than every single other opponent we've got. But I'm really focusing on us. We're going to take what we learn in the academy and bring it out to the court. They're going to have the professionalism, hold their shoulders back. We're going to keep our emotions close. We're not going to let everyone know what's going on in the court. And I think that's where they're completely bought in, and we're going to keep working on that, basically.
For sure. Now the Bedford Cup, it is a monumental challenge. You come in, you got a couple of months to try and help throw this together. I can see the nervousness in your face, but it's also exciting because it's like the biggest thing of the fall.
Yeah, it's the first tournament of the season. Yes, we have 10 teams coming in, and then we make 11. So I first thought we didn't have enough teams, and now we have a ton of teams. Even last week, a team that I wasn't aware of is now coming. They just emailed me out of the blue. Actually, they emailed the former assistant, so Coach Ian, and he sent it to me, and I was like, well, I've already started collecting everyone's lineup, have the practice court settled, but it's what you expect with running a tournament. You're going to get thrown a lot of things. Even currently, there's some people who players twist their ankle before in practice, and you have to make those adjustments. So we're just taking it, like I keep saying, day by day. But, again, Coach Gidley set a very high bar with this tournament, and I just want us to get as many matches in as possible. I want all the teams to feel welcome, so we're providing lunch every day. We've got a great banquet on Saturday night, so it's a nice way for all the girls to interact outside of their teams.
Yeah, absolutely. The final question I have for you is, what do you tell your team, what do you want to see from your players in this tournament?
Well, definitely what we've been practicing on after, the little professional points that we've been working on, not letting your frustration and emotions get the best of you. We've been working on that conditioning, running every single ball down, not going away. So what I want to see from them is no matter what, they're giving it their all from start to finish. Even in the warm up, they've been doing what we've been teaching them in dynamic and ladder, and they just take that out to the courts. So that's all I want.
Should be good. Coach Hollander, thanks for taking the time, and good luck with the tournament and your team.
Thank you so much.